Hey guys, it's me, the MC360, and coming at you with another video and another video from our 12 Days of Christmas. Now, just a little teaser before I get started. This is a raw clip. I will not be editing this due to, at the point of this recording, there honestly isn't much time before this is gonna come out, so I don't really have the time to edit this throughout this week, so this should be coming out on 15th, and this is day 2 of the Advent calendar. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking to you about a bit of a story. You may have thought, I'd have some recordings of me actually doing what I said in the title, but unfortunately they are only stories because my OBS is currently not working for no apparent reason at all. And this also isn't a voiceover, so you hear me button mashing, that's because this is actually live comm. But anyways, getting on to the first two stories. Now, this happened yesterday, in the time of the recording, it is Sunday. Sunday before, day 1, so that would be the 9th, I believe. So yesterday, or Sunday, or whatever you want to call it, what I was doing was, I was messing around on I guess it's technically RGA Gaming's, server, but I was messing around on the MC Performium server, and I'm pretty stacked on that server. I started probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and yet I already have a lot of diamonds, a lot of everything. And I really love that server, to be honest. So much so that this weekend I was supposed to get maybe up to at least day 5 of the 12 Days of Christmas done. And here I am at 9 p.m. making day 2. So this week I have to make day 3 and 4. And hopefully day 3 and 4 should be Saturday and Sunday. And hopefully on Saturday and Sunday I can get the rest of the days done. If, again, I don't get caught up by the MC Performium server. And that server is pretty good. The guys on that server are amazing. And today I fell into a hole that they're actually building something in there. So that's pretty cool. I have a nice house, but trying to stay in with the story. And the title is sort of 2 different stories in one. So I will be telling you 2 stories. The first one is, of course, trolling on a troller's server, and the second one is about nearly getting banned. Now, about the trolling on a troller server, so I don't know if RGA does trolling videos too, but I'm mainly talking about Donnie Bobes, one of the other owners, and he's actually the guy I'm subscribed to. I'm not subscribed to RGA, and he always trolls on that server, and I was thinking, you know what, it'd be awesome if I trolled on a troller server. So basically, I was going on this, I had 2 trips for wood. The first trip was actually part of the next story, and this is the second one. So the banned one actually happened first, but I'm going to talk about that one second. Now, what happened was, so I was going around looking for some wood because I was finishing up my house. So now I'm finished. I even have a basement, and it's like 4 floors. It's a pretty awesome house. If you ever see my claim, go maybe tweet me, and maybe I'll come on. But yeah, I don't get much views anyways, so you're probably not even watching this part. If you're watching, comment hashtag 2017 in the comment section for a free. I don't know, I'll think of that part later. But I was there, so I was in my boat, and I get off at this island, and I see some weird dirt structure. So I go up to it, and it says, like, first there was this ginormous, like, this guy probably had a tree farm or something. There was maybe 12 trees there. I cut down every single tree before noticing that there's actually a house beside it. And like I said, it was made of 100% dirt, and it said some guy's temp home. So I go in. He really doesn't have anything. I mean, the best he had was some gold in the furnace. And you know what? I was thinking, this a guy who trolls people to make money on YouTube owns this server. So, what if I trolled on a troller's server? That would actually be pretty cool. So I tried it out. What I did is he had some sticks, a lot of sticks actually, inside the chest. There was only really one chest, a furnace, and a crafting table in there, and there was sort of an outside area. So what I did, and I actually made start of a part 3 today with doing the same thing. What I actually did, and I'll probably add that in the last part of this video, but what I did is I stole all the torches, I broke the chest, and there was a lot of things inside that chest. So I took what I wanted. Like every couple of minutes, ground items are removed, so I could leave anything on the ground, it would be removed in just a matter of time. So what I did is actually I took the sticks, I crafted some signs, and then I got rid of everything inside of the house. I closed the door since, I do these to unclaimed buildings all the time. And actually, all of the stories in this video are about unclaimed buildings. And what I did was I put the sign on the door and I typed in all caps, "This house is being condemned by server staff." Just so that when this guy gets back, he's gonna be like freaking out, like, what did I do? And that's basically because this house is horrible and it's unclaimed. And if your house is unclaimed, that's what I'm gonna do to you. Now this part of the server, which is the 1.12 SMP, by the way, I'm not sure. It's probably a couple months old, so that person could be from a while ago. It doesn't really seem like a while ago. And I went like maybe a 1 minute walk later, I find another house. This house, again, nothing good. But I open it, and again, it's not claimed. So again, I take the other sign I had, and because it gives you 3 signs, and I typed in the exact same thing. So now I get to freak out 2 people. And then I'm walking around and I see this horrible house that's carved into the inside of a cave. And I'm like, I can't be mean to 3 people. And plus, this guy is nothing good. So all I did was I put a sign on his door that said, "Nice house." So that's basically it for story 1, trolling on a troller's server. And just a bit of something I actually did today is I did it again, but this time I didn't take, like, this. It's this ginormous, it's a bit of it's claimed, but it's this ginormous, like, from what it looks like, a hotel system that some guy's working on. I stole all his crops. I destroyed one of the houses. But this is like a treetop, not really treetop, but it's building upon building upon building. It was amazing, pretty big. And there was a sign, "So welcome to hell." I'm like, that's probably not good. And then I had the idea of condemning this guy's thing too. So again, I typed in the same thing on that sign, and I left it there for him. And yeah, so I guess I condemned 3 people's houses. I didn't actually, like, only skim through the rules, so I'm not sure if you can get banned for impersonating staff. I don't really think that counts as impersonating staff, and if I ever have to come against an admin, I can just say, I'm trolling on a guy who trolls people's server. So, should be allowed at least. And the next story, the story about how I nearly got banned. So this is on the first wood journey. I climbed in my boat, I was swimming, and just another time, like, whenever you see unclaimed houses, they're always, like, destroyed, and they look horrible and all. This one, it looked like a pretty good house. I mean, only half of it was there, but it looked like a pretty good house. And it's not the exact same story. This is the first time, which means I didn't put a sign down or anything. What I did is I walked, and this guy has a couple of chests in here, so I opened them. The first one, nothing really good. The second one, Donnie's boots, which on the server I think there's 3 sets of special armor from what I know, which are I think it's the Stranger's set, Donnie's set, and RGA's set. And I have all of them because some guy threw them in the free stuff thing, so I just took them. And I'm currently using the Stranger's things because RGA's is horrible. Donnie's is amazing, so I don't want to break it. So, anyways, he has Donnie's boots. And at the time, I didn't have the rest of the set, so I'm like, oh my gosh, this must be amazing. Maybe Donnie gave it to him, which I learned was not true, but still, pretty cool. And then what I did was I go into the last one, an efficiency something shovel and some other enchantment on it, and then an efficiency something axe with something else on it. And these were diamond things, and at this point I didn't have any diamonds, so I stole them, and I go upstairs, and this guy is some parrots, and being the devil I was at the time, I killed both of them. And then I ran back to go get my boat, and I thought, you know what? This is made of birch wood, which around my area, it's very hard to get birch wood, so I was like, I'm gonna take this. I go back to the house. I walk around the corner, and there's a guy looking in the chest with full diamond armor, or not really full. I think he was missing the chest plate, but diamond armor, and I was 100% sure no one around the area was online. So I'm not sure. Like, he looks like the guy who would name the parrots what they were named. He looked like he owned the house. So I went all ballistic mode, not in killing him, but I mean I was scared out of my mind. So what I did was I bolted in the opposite direction. This was next to a river, and I was waiting for it to say in the chat, someone just stole my stuff. At the time, now that I think about it, it probably wasn't the owner, but I still have that feeling in the back of my mind, and I have that feeling in my gut, that is the owner of the house. And I stole right in front of, or not really right in front of him, but I stole right there, and he was looking in one of the chests when I saw him, so most likely he didn't see me. But I did raid his house, and I ran, and I jumped in a boat, and I swam to probably the middle of the ocean, and I was going so fast that I even got kicked out of the server for moving too fast. Or it moved because I used too many pixels, and it's like, you know what, no, you can't, your computer can't take this, leave. So what, I waited a couple minutes, and then I logged back on, and I'm in the middle of the ocean. I even drowned myself since I'm in the middle of the ocean, you can't /home because you have a 3-second teleportation and you can't move. The thing is, since you're descending into the water, and by the time you're at the bottom, you're already out of the air bubbles, and I should probably fix that. By the time you're out of air bubbles, so you can't just, you can't type in /home and make it out alive. So I drowned, I was back home, and surprisingly, I actually made it out. And I wasn't banned. The reason I call it I was nearly banned was, imagine how much trouble I would be in if this guy was like, you know what, this guy stole my stuff, I'm gonna report him or something. Now I think about it again, I'm pretty sure it says if it's not claimed, it's not our problem. Like, if you didn't claim your stuff and someone stole it, that's not our problem at all, and we don't really care. Go get more stuff. And I'm also surprised, since keep inventory's on, and there's even an e-chest, I'm surprised that you didn't get rid of that before. And, yeah, but, another thing I was saying earlier, I did fall into around the cemetery, I fell into this thing, which was part of the sewer system, and I got into Kira Berry, who's the senior admin. I accidentally got into her place, which she's working on. There's supposed to be treasure down there, and since I already know where it is, I'm just waiting for her to finish so that I can go down there and take all the treasure. That would be awesome. Anyways, that is about it for day 2 of the Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas, Genie Edition, and I've got to, well, I would go upload this, but it's a little bit late. But anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to smash that like button for more 12 Days of Christmas. And thanks, guys. No outro today, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.